how does going to space affect your body? Well, it affects your body in pretty much every way. All of our systems are impacted in one way or another, because you're going from this place that's normal to us, where we have this load of gravity. I'm sitting in this chair, feeling like I'm held down, to a place where everything floats. And that includes us. And that's us and, the fluids in us floating up towards our head. And so our muscles change, our bones change. It's really cool to me, though, how quickly our brains and our bodies figure out how to adapt in these new environments. So for the bones and muscles, for example, you get to space and you're floating, and our brain and our body, and kind of on the negative side, figures out, hey, I don't need to maintain bones or muscles anymore to live in this environment where I'm floating. So I'm not going to waste any energy maintaining them. So we have to work very hard. We have to counteract that loss of bone and muscle by exercising 2 hours a day and making sure our food is nutritionally good for us, and, monitoring what's going on with our system so that we can come back to gravity where you feel really heavy when you get back. The muscles in our body, not just the ones in our legs and our arms, but our heart is a muscle. So it's shrinking a little bit while it's in space. The way our blood circulates is different. We've even started to see indication of blood flow that's not so good for us sometimes, where it's starting to kind of flow backwards and, risking a stroke in space, which is something you don't want to happen in space or down here on Earth. So all of these things and the way they change, we can learn about how to counteract them to live in space. But by doing that, we're learning how to proactively maybe manage some of those things down.